One agency, 12 realtors in the high-stakes competitive world of real estate.
We've looked at about minimum 20 houses.
Yeah, minimum 20.
One agent goes head-to-head with some tough clients.
Patrick is very particular.
That's unacceptable. It's really ugly. Yeah, this is just silly.
And when bidding heats up, will the deal fall apart?
He's not prepared to go there. That is the only number that he would go to. That's it.
Plus, can this rookie agent prove himself with a new listing?
I gotta tell you about this awesome building. This one would really feel like I did this myself.
We're going to do whatever we need to do to get these listings.
I am on my way to Montclair to meet Nikki and Patrick.
Nikki and Patrick, to me, are a quintessential New York couple. They have an adorable son. They both have rather impressive jobs. It's what you aspire to be when you live in New York.
We currently live in Manhattan in a loft, and we have a 3.5-year-old, and we need more space.
He got toys in the corner, up top. It's overflowing. His room is full of toys, and I think they're spreading out into the living room. We've looked at about minimum 20 houses.
Yeah, minimum 20. It took us a year to find a sofa, so I would say that we're pretty picky. It did take us a year to find a sofa, right?
It took you a year.
Okay, it took me a year to find a sofa.
We're going back to a house that I've shown them twice before. Nikki and Patrick have seen probably 5 houses with me so far. Their hope is to get out of New York City within the next 2 months. They don't want to renew their lease. Hello there, young man. Let's hop inside and just do a final look. The style of the house is a carriage house. Carriage house is traditionally known as housing horse-drawn carriages underneath and having living space above. This is a really traditional feeling carriage house on the inside. It has a fabulous basketball court. It has extraordinary views of New York City, which is just an amazing feature. And it's really tucked away at the bottom of a long downhill driveway.
Most of this wood trim is decorative. I don't think any of it is structural, so they can just be hammered off.
Patrick is very particular.
This is a fantastic deck. The only thing is, I don't think the house makes much use of it.
He has this idea that everything that he buys is going to be beautiful, and if it's not beautiful, he's going to make it beautiful.
I mean, this is really where you would put French doors in and knock these windows out. It's a total gut job, for us anyway, in terms of the style and aesthetic that we're looking for.
It's a beautiful day. It's perfect. It's gorgeous. Nikki factors in a very big way because Patrick knows that he wants to make Nikki happy. So the kitchen. Here's the view. This is the crazy view. You know what? She's right. That is an insane view.
See, there's Manhattan. We're not that far from it.
Right. That's why you buy a house like this.
Yes. View was spectacular. I would wake up every morning. The first thing I would probably do is go to the kitchen and make coffee and stare outside.
It would still need to be totally gutted. Absolutely, as far as I'm concerned. I don't think anything in here outside of the refrigerator, I would keep it.
The refrigerator TV.
Yeah, whatever that is.
They would have to do a lot of work to make it their own, but it would be a very cool project, you know, to turn it into a really neat modern home.
The potential of the property, you know, looking at just the size of the land. I mean, it's fantastic. A lot of work inside. This is impressive.
What does he have
They put a lot of work into this. We could certainly do it. The question is, do we want to do it? I guess we'll probably make some decisions in the next couple of days.
Yes.
I'm Roberta Baldwin. This is my 13th year in real estate, based in Montclair, New Jersey.
My name is Nick Baldwin. Obviously, I'm part of the Baldwin team. Roberta Baldwin is our team leader. She's my mother.
Oh, we don't need to do that. Okay.
Nick is the newest member of the Baldwin Dream Team. He joined about a year ago.
Way to embarrass me.
I also have 4 other people working for me. And my main concern was that they not see him as being the heir apparent, which he wasn't.
It's good for the most part. Me and my mom have our ups and downs. We argue just like any mother and son would argue. They all look completely different, wouldn't you say?
No.
No? Okay, I'm wrong then. Yeah, she gets on my case about things, what I wear.
Ron, you pick up dust for yourself. I think part of being successful is dressing for that success.
Being on the team is good because a lot of first-time agents, it's tough. And I'm jumping into a team that's already established.
I just said, you know what, why not try it? And I'm really happy that he tried it. Let's get up and go.
Realtors, when they first start, is to generate clients when you have no experience. That's difficult. You have to sell yourself on the idea that you are new and fresh and you're going to bring something good to the table and you'll work harder than absolutely anybody else, and hopefully that flies.
So I gotta tell you about this awesome building that I just saw. It's 15 stories. They have 150 units, and it's in Union City. So I think it's awesome, and I think that it'd be good for us to move out that way, you know, expand to Hudson County.
This is fast work. This was a real surprise for the team and, of course, for Nick. While I give people leads, there's a tremendous amount of power in getting your own business and bringing it to the team. For a beginner person like you, to be able to find a niche, learning to know that area, getting to know the people who are selling that area is really, really important. There's so much condo inventory now that maybe it's something we can look at. We can use this as a kind of test, you know, to see how successful we would be. I think it's great, and I think we should go over there. This is going to be a little drama. We have to present ourselves well. We're going to go over there and do whatever we need to do to get these listings.
Today is the open house for realtors for Debbie and Adam. This house, getting it ready was a major event. When I first spoke to them, they had no landscaping at all in the front. It was just barren lawn. So we did the whole landscaping job.
I have to say, I like it. It does look nice.
Hopefully it's going to help us sell the house and get what we ultimately want, and that's a bigger house for the family.
So that started the process, getting the outside so it looked like it was welcoming. Then inside, they've got 3 kids under 10 years old, and they've got every toy. I think Toys R Us would be envious. I mean, it's crazy. And believe it or not, they have decluttered huge amounts. It's kind of nice because it shows that a very formal, elegant house can be workable for 3 young kids as well. This house has 5 bedrooms. There's one on the lower level with a brand new bath, and then there's 3 up, and then there's one on this level with a full bath too. There's 4 full baths in this house. It's listed at $799, which I think is an excellent price considering the detail and the upgrades. Today is the broker's open house, which means all the brokers are invited to come out from all the different companies to view it. And certainly the goal is to get as many as possible through. Let's see what happens.
Coming up, will Patrick settle for a home that's less than perfect?
That's unacceptable.
It's livable.
That's not livable.
You know, that has to go.
And later, will Roy's open house make a sale?
We are at the train station because we're picking up Nikki, and we're going to meet Patrick in Montclair again. Jodi, Nikki.
Hi, Jodi. Nice to meet you also.
We're going back to the house with the views with the contractor to see if he can make it livable for them for the first year before they embark on a major renovation. Hello, Mr. Patrick. This is Arthur.
Hey, Arthur.
Patrick.
Hey, nice to meet
Nikki.
you.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Nikki and Patrick definitely have a few phases of construction that they're thinking of. They have to make it comfortable for themselves now.
What would make this place livable would be to change all of these hardwoods because I don't like them. Right? So how about that? That's good reason, right? The planks are entirely different. You see this? That's unacceptable. You see that?
Right.
Right.
Unacceptable.
And
It's livable. It's just ugly to him.
yeah, that's not livable. You know, aesthetics are extremely important. The ceiling could just be painted and kind of shellacked. But around the walls, that has to go.
Patrick is definitely particular, the brown arts and crafts feel to it. It's just not his style.
Kitchen would be totally redone. It's really ugly.
So what else do we need to do?
Yeah, you could take up this carpet. I don't like skylights.
You don't like it?
No, because they just heat up the place. Arthur, I'm
Yeah, that's
sorry.
cool. No,
Yeah, this
that's
is just
cool.
silly. Paint.
Yeah.
Paint and take all this wood, ugly wood down.
I think it's extraordinary what can be done to it, and whatever they do, I know they have phenomenal taste, will only serve to increase the value of the house in the future. Isn't that a sick view? Look at that, Arthur.
How cool would that be to wake up and have breakfast, make breakfast looking at that?
That's why Nikki and I keep coming back to these windows. It's like, oh my God.
I love the view. I love the basketball court. I love the space. I know it's a huge project, but I like the fact that we can make it our own.
So Arthur, how big of a project is that, phase 1?
Now I can't tell you how much because I need to figure out how much is the cost the wood, and then I will measure everything and I will give you the price.
Excellent. I don't think she could get any more interested. I don't think my wife could get any more
We're
interested.
selling him here.
Yeah.
I'm sold.
Yeah. To me, I'm a numbers guy. I'll see what the numbers look like. I mean, can I live here? I mean, yeah, sure. I think that's it. That's all I had.
Anything that they're going to do will add value. So if they can buy this at a number that they're comfortable with, I think it's great.
We have come to the Thread in Union City, New Jersey. Nick discovered the Thread, and we have been invited back today to see different units and hopefully to get some listings. Hello, how are you? So nice to see you.
Nick. Hey, how's it going?
see you
Good to see you again, too. The reason it's called the Thread is because that area of Hudson County used to be the embroidery capital of New Jersey.
This is a 1-bedroom with a den, 1.5 bath at 912 square feet.
Of course, everybody wants their stainless steel kitchen, and I think we have that here, actually.
And this is all very modern hardware, which is very nice.
And then, of course, you're just almost on top of New York City here.
The view everybody wants. I deal a lot with first-time buyers. There's more demand to live in this area. They want that New York City feeling. It's really like you're living in Manhattan,
He's hinting.
They're all looking for this new construction condo type of feel. So I think we could bring a lot of clients to the table.
So why don't we move on to a 2-bedroom?
Okay, great. No problem. We saw a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, perfect size. It's double the size of anything you get right across the river anyway.
It's very funky, Harry.
But you definitely have a lot of room in here, which is nice.
What is the price of this in comparison to the other one?
Well, this one right here is priced at $435,000.
This will be really important to me to get this listing because I've only been with the team for a short amount of time, and this one would really feel like I went out and did this myself.
So feel free to take a seat. I'll be right back. I just need to make a quick phone call.
Okay, great.
We'll chat. I love the building, and it could be a great building block for your real estate career.
I think that we could definitely market this place.
Right.
Honestly, I don't really know what's gonna happen. It's really up to them, so hopefully it'll turn out in our favor.
Nikki and Patrick have thought about it, and they're gonna go ahead with an offer on the house with a view.
Hello, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, it's Joanna and Jodi. How are you?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey.
We're good. We just wanted to recap the offer.
Yeah, sure.
Now, obviously, if you're coming in with an offer that's, almost 50% below the asking price.
I look at it that way, but yes, well, whatever.
Right. But I'm just, preparing you for, hey, 50% off, I'm not sure if we're going there.
Yeah, I can't get all crazy over this, right? I understand I got to put a lot of work into that place, even just to make it livable by my standards, right?
Right.
And we've been there 4 times. It is what it is. It's ugly. And I don't really care if he's offended. He can just say, hey, yes, no, and he wants to negotiate, and then we just go on from there.
Right. There is definitely a point where sellers do get insulted by buyers' offers. You don't know until you put out an offer. Well, I gotcha.
Keep us posted. I'm around.
At this point, we may have our answer back from the sellers. And that answer could very well be, go somewhere else.
Coming up, when the bidding heats up, can Joanna close the deal?
It doesn't matter what either of us think. That is the only number that he would go to. That's it.
Today is the open house for realtors for Debbie and Adam. Yeah, I was a little nervous in the beginning, thinking that it was going a little slow. I was a little unnerved after all the work we put into this.
Hi, boy.
Hey, Simon. Good, how are you?
Wow, look at those beams.
Typically, the open houses do create a little bit more energy later. Seems like people are starting to show up, so I'm happy. It's got a real great